What up, YouTube? It's your boy Zulu Gullah again. Like, share, subscribe, comment. Finally, we got this stream uh, up and running and going. And it's been a wild week. And wild last week. And then this week is already starting off hectic. I got a lot to do, man. I got a meeting in the morning and I got to go to work. Luckily, I already packed for Ethiopia. I'm going to have to throw some odds and ends in my luggage. I'm probably have to keep it to a minimum the rest of the week toward the end of the week because I will be leaving extremely early Monday morning, catching that flight. But it's your boy, Zulu Gun. Like, share, subscribe, comment. All right, so dating is evil, and men, you need to stop now. And I mean, we know dating is on a decline, but I mean, like, you really need to shut it down. You need to shut down dating and friendship with females. You need to shut it down bad because for one, they're running a poly game on y'all through both by just dealing with multiple men. You see the image attached to the string, and this image is going to be around for a minute. It is very detrimental to the black community. Now, I told y'all that the black community has the worst dating and mating habits. And that was one of the reasons why I said I'm done with the black community. And here recently, we see all this nonsense about the Trina and I think that's Magic Johnson's son, uh, Rainbow Son rap video in regards to trying to get black men to vote a certain way, in which they did that in the last election with Get Your Booty to the Poll. See, I even included it in that same stream while I'm down to black community. I'm getting off tangent a little bit, but I'll get back on how the rainbow stuff and new trends and any kind of social justice subject invention is just spit right into the black community, right? So it's not rejected, it's not defended against. That's why I'm done with it. But it's also related to dating, the dating and mating habits. Um, they try to control you through your desire for sex. They try to manipulate you. There is no genuine getting to know you, liking, caring about, loving you as a person over a period of time in a process, a fair and structured planned process like courting and contracting. What it is they took on this dating process that was invented in the late 1800s, and it's just been ever changing and ever more increasing in, what's the word for it? I could say inappropriate, I could say demonic. I'm looking for another word. Ever increasing in deviant behavior. And it became more so designed for women. It's the devil's game ultimately, but it allows women to do various things. Um, they get to play the field, they get to explore, they get to use their hypergamy, um, sexual freedom, preference, choices. They get to use all that in a way where they come up with words like options that means just more men, many men. So they have many men to choose from on a day-to-day basis. And you could be one of those guys and you go in with the Disney mindset, the stuff you learned on TV, the stuff you learned from the biased women in your family. You go in there and you're thinking you're going to be this great guy or this, this very interesting individual that will somehow, some way have it to where you're the only guy that has her attention. And you don't even know that she has been groomed and taught by many women and some terrible men to play a game. And everything that you do, everything that we do as men, when we approach women, they put it off on us as if, you know, you made a decision, you approached me, you did this and you did that, right? Accurate to some degree, but the thing is, that's when you go in blind and when you go in playing the game, you go in brainwashed. You don't go in prepared, you don't go in polished with the real knowledge, with the real information. Like you're getting on these streams, especially the streams I've been pumping out the last 2 weeks. So when you go in open, this is what I call open dating. When you go in open dating, the standard dating way, the brainwash way, where it's just like cold approach or online, let me take you out, let me get to know you, and you just go with the flow. You don't really go into it with laying down rules and regulations, terms and conditions, and turning dating into courting and contracting. You're going to be one of the dudes in the image because that's how they play the game. They know, oh, this guy wants to date me. This guy wants to date me. Our friends on this guy. This guy, he's in my DMs. Uh, that guy's in my DMs. This guy's on that app or this site, that site. And they're evaluating who has more to offer combined with who is more attractive and who has the sex appeal that may lead to actually a D game. So if they can get the sex appeal, the D game, and the money all in one, that's where they're gonna go. So they're gonna juggle different men to evaluate which one, and they're gonna do a comparison. This is if you do standard open brainwash dating. And it is evil because it is using people, it is lying to people, it's hiding people, it is hiding what you're doing. You're not being upfront and honest about when somebody's not with you or around you, what you're doing with somebody else. They could be sleeping with more than one person. There may be a health risk involved from sex. You know, other men shouldn't knowingly share women. I find it disgusting if a man knows that he's sleeping with a woman somebody else is sleeping with. He knows it. I find it very disgusting. That's just me. But in the clip, in the image, in the image, every guy in the image wants to be that guy that becomes number one. And they're going about it in the most beta, weakest manner, leading with their wallet in some kind of way. when they should just be like, you know what? Forget this chick. I'm on to the next. And they should take it a step further and be like, I ain't giving nobody nothing and I'm not spending nothing. You have to go back to courting and contracting. And when you to set up courting and contracting, when you meet a female, you have to make her interview. You have to do it. I'm gonna do a stream on it. I'm gonna help you guys out, man, because I don't want you guys to go through the nonsense that I've been through most of my life, and I stopped going through it. You know, Andrew Tate, man. I was listening to a stream of his probably about an hour ago, and he said something that related to me so much. He said I'm a monster, and he also said that you may love a girl, but you may have to break up with her and let her go, and it's gonna hurt, and you're gonna be sad. He said, so what? Go to the fucking gym. He said the best thing you did was break up with her and stood up for your fucking self instead of just being with her and just taking the bullshit. I did that over the summer. I did that shit over the summer. And we all go to the gym regardless, no matter what. Some of you guys gonna have to learn how to leave these females alone in early stages. When you first meet them and try to get to know them, and you want to set up the courting and contracting process, and you know try to transition them from dating, you may have to just be like, you know what? I should have never even, bothered you. I should have never even introduced myself to you and bothered you. This ain't gonna work. And keep it moving. Same way if you get into a relationship and it ain't going the way you needed to go, you need to keep it moving. You need to stop dating altogether. The dating process and practice and market needs to shut down. This shit is causing you men a whole lot of problems. It is setting you up for failure. The building block to these marriages that lead to divorce is the fact that these women come off the carousel from these dating practices with multiple guys, multiple D, and that shit comes back to haunt them when they get married and they miss that shit. They miss that carousel and they want to get back to it and they make up a whole bunch of other different reasons why they want to get divorced. And it's nonsense. Streets is calling. The dude she was sleeping with, the many different dudes she had to choose from, why she took her then to be first husband through the rotation until finally she settled for him because the rest of the dudes wouldn't offer her a deal. She accepted it for a while, but the D was calling. The money and the provisions wasn't enough. The D took over. The streets was calling. The D from the streets. This is why I tell you, man, get your D game up. D is everything to them. Everything. I do not know one, whether she comes from the hood, whether she's college educated, she has a career, poor or rich, that does not respond to consistent batter ram D. Sorry, fellas. It's all about the D game. I'm telling you guys, courting, contracting, outward dating, self improvement, D game. That's all you're gonna need. Make sure you get that money. Get that money first. Health first. Health first. Health and fitness first. Money second. Further self improvement. D gang. And you don't have to date. You don't have to take a female on a date. You don't have to spend no money. You don't have to put up with no nonsense. You don't have to put up with, you control the friend zone however you want to be in it or give it out. But you don't have to put up with no nonsense. You don't have to go along with this dating game. Take a female out and hope that you'll get a second date. And after so many dates, you get sex, and hopefully she's only talking to you and stuff like that. Well, you eliminate all that by just cutting right into it and letting her know, hey, look, I seen you. I like what I see. I want to get to know you. I want to court you. Okay. And I said, court. I don't want to date you. I want to court you. Look up the definition. It's a difference between the two. Are you, you don't want to come off too, you want to lead her into it, but like, I don't know, like I do want to court you, but I need to ask you a couple of things. Are you seeing somebody right now? Are you dating other people? Are you dating multiple people? Are you sleeping with somebody right now? You know, do you have a lot of dudes on your social media trying to get at you? On how many sites are you on? How many dating apps and all that? You have to get it understood immediately. And just tell her, I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just telling you that I don't tolerate all that, but I do like what I see. I want to get to know you and I want to court you. In order for me to court you, none of that could be going on. Here's my phone number. Get back with me. Check that definition of courting now. Get back with me if you feel like you want to be courted. That's how you do it. The contracting comes later when like if you want her to sign up based upon your own private contract, we'll talk about that later, but that comes later. But this data market need to be shut down. It's got you guys in submission and slavery. It's got you guys chasing women. It's got you guys wasting money and time. It's got you guys in situations where you're not the only guy. You're in unhealthy competition. You're allowing women to be poly. They're laughing. They're lining dudes up. They're talking about you in secret. They're talking about you to their female family members and co-workers and friends. Like, girl, I got this dude over here, that dude over there. He does this. He does that. I'm gonna get him back with this dude over here. Uh, you know, I'm gonna break his heart. I'm gonna make him jealous. They're doing different things. But this dude got more than him, so I'm gonna put him in the friend zone. I'm gonna try to keep him over here at this level for a while to see where that goes. He's at the top of the list. You know, his sex is better than his sex. All that. You guys have been played. You guys have been in a circus. We all have been there. But for some reason, you guys want to stay there in 2022. This stuff is over with. This stuff is over with, man. You got to come up out of it. Stop playing this game. It's your boy Zulu Gullah, man. Like, share, subscribe, comment, man. I'm gonna get back to closing the night out. They have a good rest of the night, man. I'm gonna tap in with y'all in the morning.